Hi, I'm Robin Birkin, an ex-corporate marketer turned online business owner. I took everything I knew and created a six-figure life coaching business in the margins between nap times and a 9 to 5, and I'm here to share with you how you can do the same. Tune in as I share the raw and unfiltered truths, big lessons, and practical tips to help you build and grow a sustainable bread-winning business online that is both peaceful and profitable. Here, we dive deep into all things online courses, funnels, audience growth, and so much more. If that sounds like the things you want to learn, then welcome to Signature Online Course Secrets. Let's go. Hi, and welcome to Signature Online Course Secrets. I'm really excited to share with you this episode because this is all about how you can grow a Sweet Six business and exactly what that is and why that might be such a better fit for you and what you want in business and what the ultimate goal is in business. Now, hear me out. Have you ever done things like listen to Amy Porterfield or Jenna Kutcher or James Wedmore or Manifestation Babes podcast or socials and thought to yourself things like, they're doing this, so therefore I need to do it as well? And almost tried to look at their business and think they've got this hugely successful business. This must be what they're going to do. So this is how I'm going to grow my business. And this used to be me for the longest time. I was like, oh, well, they're not doing this, so I'm not going to do it. They're publishing 3 podcast episodes a week, so therefore I need to do that. I remember listening to a lady called, I think it was Haley Burkhead's podcast, and all these people talking about OBMs and integrator and being like, yes, I'm going to need to hire an integrator into my business. And a real feeling of not enoughness. And I think what a lot of us do is almost aim to create businesses that we're not really sure we actually want, or create businesses that aren't really aligned with what it is that we originally were seeking in our business. So, for example, you might be looking at people and being like, yes, I need to scale to the moon. I need to hire an integrator. I need to be having a podcast and a YouTube channel. And my podcasts need to be perfectly produced with video content and flashy Alex Hormozy style audiograms. And spoiler alert is that actually only 2% of female businesses will only ever earn $1 million or more. And again, that's a real level of not enoughness. I don't know about you, but I certainly would look on at these people with their giant flashy businesses and be like, yes, I want that, retire my husband, this and that, but also conveniently ignore certain parts of what they had done or were saying. So for example, I would conveniently ignore the fact that Jenna Kutcher in the first years of her business probably worked a bajillion hours and she was publishing like 5 blog posts per week. So I was looking on at, why is she so successful and I'm not? Well, I wasn't creating 5 blog posts per week for a start. So again, this feeling of never enoughness. I would look at people in private jets and popping champagne on the coast of Italy and be like, oh, wow, yeah, cool. But conveniently ignore other things. When actually what I really want and wanted is a business that creates meaningful household financial contributions and better than corporate wages and profitability, while I get to do things like go to the gym at midday when no one else is there and the kids are at school and not have to go at night or wake up at the crack of dawn to go, get to attend all of my kids' assemblies without asking anyone for permission, take a sick day if I need, watch Netflix in the day if I need, and have a business that has a really light mental load. Because in my personal life and in our family life, I am already juggling like 3,847 things. And I really strongly believe in the last couple of years, more strongly so, that someone in the family, doesn't matter if it's you, doesn't matter if it's your partner, but someone has to be able to hold space for all of the life stuff. It is really hard when both partners are working full time, when kids are still up at night, if you have to have a kid needs a sick day and you both sit there and have to argue about whose job is more important, like that just doesn't sound like a particularly enjoyable life to me. There's one question I've been asked more than anything else, and it's this: Robin, how do you get so much done in such a short period of time? Because I've never had the luxury of being able to work in my business and hustle those 40 to 60 hour weeks. It's all been between nap times, a 9 to 5, or the school run. And from my second year in business and ever since, we've had 6-figure plus years. So this is it. I've put together for you my entire weekly work schedule, my to-do list, and everything I do in my business to help give you the tips, insights, and strategies to help you thrive as a business owner in part-time hours. It's called 16-Hour CEO, and it's a value-packed PDF that takes you behind the scenes in my business. Want a copy? It is totally free, and it's at launcheasylife.com/CEO. That's launcheasylife.com/CEO. All right, let's dive back into the episode. So what if you could have a business that gets amazing results for what you really want, which is a life first business that pays better than corporate wages, right? You're not chained to your desk. You don't have massive responsibility and payroll responsibility. You don't have a massive team. The number one thing I hated about corporate life was having to have a giant team. At one point, I had nearly 20 people reporting to me, and I used to spend all day coaching them and speaking through and checking. Like my boss used to always be like, have you closed the loop? I'm like, oh, fuck you, man. Like, why do I always have to circle back to all of my team members to be like, did you do the thing I asked you to do? Like, where is the independence in that? Anyway, I didn't want that. And I don't want payroll responsibility. I don't want to have an integrator who I pay like $100,000 to, plus, part-time people on my team, and have all of these minimum monthly expenses every month. But what if I have a bad month? What if the economy shifts? I would rather have a low responsibility, very time leveraged business, right? A small and streamlined product suite. I don't want to have a million products that I'm constantly trying to figure out, well, what's launching now? And what is my messaging now? And those $27 offers, which have so much tweaking, in order to have a $27 offer that runs on Facebook ads, sometimes there's like 50 iterations of a Facebook ad. I don't want that. I want a small and streamlined product suite. I want really great profit levels. So I'm talking 30, 40, 50% profit levels in my business. I want a lean or no team. And by lean and no team, I mean 1 to 2 contractors by way of part-time virtual assistants. I do not want to have anyone on my actual payroll. I want to work 20 or less hours per week. And if you have had a look at the 16-hour CEO guide that I have, you will see that I work an average of 16 hours per week during term time and less during school vacation. I want my promotions to be rinse and repeat. I do not want the pressure of having to have $200,000 launches or even aspire to have that, because that hurts my brain to think of how much I would have to show up during those launches. I want big predictability in my business. I want peaceful audience growth. I do not want to be having to show up everywhere on all the things. Case in point, this podcast. At one point, we started trying to do, like recording the video as well as recording the audio. And then I was like, hang on, no. One of the primary reasons that I have a podcast is because I like being able to show up without makeup on at all times of the day, as I am, with my little studio sound set up beside me. I don't want to be in all the places, right? And I really want a calm, regulated, and nothing is an emergency style of business. So I am here right now championing the cause for you as well to say, hang on, do I really want to scale to the moon, never feel like I'm enough in my business? Or do I want a Suite 6 business, a small and streamlined product suite, high profit levels, lean or no team, and 20 hours or less per week? A really calm, regulated business that is actually doable and achievable. Have you ever stopped to consider that there might be a business revenue level that you could reach and then be like, I'm good here? Because a lot of the rhetoric that goes on in the online space is that you need to continue to grow and grow and grow, double year on year and this and that. And I'm like, no, I don't want that, right? What if, or I don't have that, what if you had that? And that is what I am all about. And that is what a lot of the big name creators are going back to at the moment. Because when you get beyond that $100,000 to $500,000 business, you need a team. $500,000 is really the absolute maximum you could go to with just some part-time VAs. Beyond that, the very vast majority of people would need to start building out a proper payroll, creating lots of different product suites, or having really, really high ticket and big stressful launches. But when you're under that, you actually get to maintain pretty high profit levels. You get to have a business that is peaceful. You get to continue to work part-time in your business and be able to not show up perfectly in your business. And that's a Suite 6 business. That is the business that I want to create. And that is the business that so many other people are striving for. What is a really stressful landscape outside of business? Yes, you can work in your business sometimes. No, you don't need an integrator or 12 people on your team. No, you don't need to show up in all the places and show up perfectly all the time. Because what if you could create a business that gave you better than corporate wages, but with real life first flexibility? And if that sounds like something that you are so interested in, then here's two options for you. We have a class coming up. It is called Suite 6 Secrets, and it's the 3 secrets to creating a really successful and streamlined Suite 6 business. If you would like to know more on that, check out the show notes below. And if you think that you would like my support in doing that, you can also join the waitlist for the Peace and Profit Mastermind. This is my 6-week high-touch container where I support you at the deepest level to create exactly what we've just discussed here today. Rinse and repeat launches, really peaceful audience growth, the ability to understand and pull peace and profit levers, and have a small and streamlined product suite with maximum time leverage and flexibility. So if you think that the mastermind might be for you, I really highly encourage you to join the waitlist. We only have 6 places available, and I actually really fully expect that they'll be taken through the wait list based on the conversations I've already had. So you are not obliged to join the mastermind if you join the waitlist, but you will get the first opportunity to join us, and you will also receive the best possible rate. So if you would like to join the waitlist, pop your name down. You're not obliged in any way, then you can look at the show notes below and do that. Like I said, fully expect that before we go out to the public with this, we will sell out of all of those spots. So if you think that's something you'd be interested in, jot your name down below, and I can't wait to catch you at the next episode. Bye for now. Another episode on the books. If you'd like to continue the conversation and get more super savable tips, come and find me on Instagram at Robin Birkin. Otherwise, make sure you're subscribed, and I can't wait to see you next week.